more kills around the map, help out John inside the hard point. That's exactly what he needs to do, but he's going to be using the scythe here. I think that alludes to how he's going to play.
Something funny to kind of look at is Killa filled in for Optic Gaming. Next week, boom, he's on a league team.
Huh.
Assault, you fill in, maybe you make a name for yourself to push forward into getting in a league spot when, obviously, Stage 2 comes around, because rosters are locked at this point. But nothing too surprising there through the Banner Protect and Specialist drafts. This is our final matchup of the night if you are just tuning in. The live event viewer, I've had a ton of people tweet us, showing us how they're watching.
As much as I would have liked.
You haven't had as much as you would have liked?
No, I want to see more people using that in-game viewer.
Revin,
Send me some more pics.
I don't know how else to tell you this, but people just like sending me stuff because I send happy faces back.
You know?
You don't even like their tweets, bro.
I like the bunch of tweets.
Good. You're getting used to it. Revin, at the start of the COD World League, he's beginning to grow as a person, right? Week 1 begins. He doesn't like tweets. He's never liked a tweet on Twitter.
You're going on another one of your rants, man.
He's never made pasta before, right?
Listen, I used to live at home. I had Mama Revin make me pasta whenever I wanted it. I had no reason to learn how to.
Tweet me right now, no matter how old you are. Tell me, if you're 15, have you cooked yourself pasta before? Because Revin was 22 and he didn't. But now you have. Now you're learning. Now you like tweets. It's good to see. You're growing as a person. You're expanding your horizons. One thing you all need to do, though, at home, send us your thoughts. Last week, Luminosity lost 2 Game 5s when they led 5-2.
Yeah, they did.
Do you think that happens to them again here against Optic Gaming?
No, because I don't think it goes to Game 5.
Yeah. It ends before that? It ends before that?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure. I think Optic Gaming will take this one, especially with Spacely not being there for his lineup at the moment.
Optic have just been dominating. I mean, they won back-to-back 25K tournaments.
Yep.
They've been looking good in their league matches. I mean, everybody seems to be struggling against them whenever they match up.
Oh, for sure. And that's no surprise there. It's quite well known throughout the community just how strong these guys are as a team, especially in the online World League and those Challenger Division tournaments that we've seen across the weekends. Another one coming up this weekend. I think we'll be casting it for having some fun. So I've casted the last 2. More action to come. Call of Duty day in and day out. It's one of my favorite parts of this job. Revin, Fringe Hardpoint is the map. We talked about, Hill 3 in that first series of how important it is. Let's talk about Tin, though. Let's talk about that second hardpoint. It's one that Optic, at times, it's been one of their weaker hills because, they struggle to get that pinch and they struggle to get the break. What do Luminosity have to do to lock down that hardpoint to try to get some time against Optic?
Well, it depends. Kind of at the beginning when the hardpoint first pops up, I'd say within the first 25 seconds of the overall time, you want to be controlling barn side.
Yeah.
Because then you could flood in, you could control bricks easily, you could flood in from back alley as well. But as time kind of progresses inside the hardpoint, you really want to push through 10 and try to gain position over near Grandma's, of course. But I want to start this off with Assault. He's going to be the sub for Luminosity. I really got to see what he brings to the table.
Well, off the start, it's Luminosity getting the first second on the board. That might be their only lead they have this entire game, as Optic Gaming are a fierce hardpoint squad. They're now in the hardpoint.
Faith in LG?
I plead the fifth.
Just so you know, Jack, it's okay.
I don't in this game mode. I think that this one is just an Optic Gaming game mode from start to finish. Yes, Luminosity did beat them in this past weekend, but Fringe Hardpoint especially is just it spells a recipe for disaster.
It's funny that the question was kind of about Luminosity, losing big leads in Search and Destroy. You remember when they were up 5-1 against Optic on Fringe Search and Destroy, and they let that slip through their fingers?
Apparently they like to do that. Fringe they like to go up and then they like to kind of throw it all away. Luminosity.
Kind of the opposite of Complexity. Yeah. Where Complexity like to go down, then they like to give it up when they make the comeback.
Well, here we go into the second hardpoint. Optic are in early control, spawning out near Grandma's. Our Luminosity, they're going to try to flood on through Tin to regain control of this hill.
Yeah, Scumpy trying to stay alive inside the hardpoint. He's unable to. It's going to be Crimsix now fighting from bricks. Coming a little bit behind enemy lines, but now he's able to find one, cleans up the kill, but it's going to be now Formal working through back alley, trying to trade it out. As Luminosity, man, they're about to find themselves another lead.
Nice two-piece from Karma. Karma, kind of funny, played with me the other night. We were tied 2-2 in a 5-game series. Final game, he goes, guys, just let me use the AR, because he was using a sub the whole time. Uses the AR, he drops 51 kills, and we just dominate in the game.
Listen, Karma's a player where you let him do whatever he wants to do, man.
I feel like you can't say no to him.
Yeah.
Like, imagine he was your kid, right? It's like, can we get ice cream? Okay, I guess we have to. Like, you just have to say yes. There's no saying no to Karma. It shows in his gameplay. Optic Gaming out to a 30-second lead and growing. As Luminosity, hey, they're in a position to try to hold down this Granny's hardpoint. We'll see what they can get done as Formal gets a peek over this cardboard wall.
Yeah, definitely one of the money hardpoints on this map. Let's switch over to Saints. He's going to be doing some damage inside the hardpoint as John right now slaying on the outsides of him. Saints really just looking for somebody to kill. Right now it's going to be Optic Gaming set up to break over near the anchor position. It's going to be replays along with Assault trying to lock this down, kind of playing on top of each other. Sloppy shots from Assault. Don't think he connected with a single burst there as he gets taken down.
Hey, you know, he had 2 players to shoot at.
Kind of the auto aim.
He split the uprights. He split the uprights. There's the break from Optic. Replays, though, still inside the hardpoint with that MR6 pistol. He's one of the players that definitely has a very strong trigger finger with that weapon. Karma using that heat wave to his advantage to get the kill off the rotation with 20 seconds left on this top Granny's hardpoint. You got to expect Optic to close this one out. Does Scump have stock on? I do believe so, as that's 4 dead again for Luminosity.
Yeah, maybe he's using stock here. That's definitely something we're seeing a lot more from players, just kind of experimenting with different attachments on their SMGs. And Scump gets it done with any weapon as he picks up the M8, finds the kill, as now we're moving hard points over towards the train tracks. Now he's got the Purifier to use here, but he's going to lead in with the HCXD.
He's going to get cleaned up from behind. That should be enough info for his team to say, hey, watch your back. That, as I believe, replays, you try to go for that big flank. You've got a few players still in the hard point. Karma again with another 2-piece to hold the hill for his team. He's leading the lobby right now at 15 kills. Scump with already a minute and 16 seconds inside the hard point, playing such a heavy objective mode right now for Optic Gaming.
No, anytime you match up against Optic Gaming, you need to find a way to not have a bad game. And it's tough because they're such a slay-heavy team.
Yeah.
You need to find a way to just kind of combat it. And right now, we're just not seeing that from Luminosity. Replays is struggling at 7 and 15. Assault is -4. Saints is almost even at -1. John is -4 as well. So, you know, we're talking about how John and Saints were such good slayers, but nobody positive from this Luminosity squad.
Optic Gaming, positive 20 in the slaying department. They've doubled the score of Luminosity. Exactly really what you expect of them in this game number 1. It's why they are probably the best hardpoint team in the world. On the rotation towards middle map, you've got Saints inside the hard point as Luminosity have early control. He's going to have to push out, though, towards Elwall to bring the action right to Optic Gaming.
Saints in a position to find some kills, but he gets cleaned up. Optic Gaming, man, you see every time they go to break a hard point, every time they go to push, they do it together as a team. They're watching over each other's back. If somebody gets in some trouble, they're there to help him out and help him clean up the kill.
Crim6 now trying to just bait himself out for his teammates to get those kills. And look, in the kill feed, it's 3 in a row. On the full flank, there was 1 player from Luminosity. Crim should be cleaned up. Yes, that is replays once again. Trying to catch his opponents off guard. It's working out so far. It's Formal 14 and 8. The only player that still has yet to die in double-digit numbers so far this game. He does have the sight. Does he bring it out here? It doesn't appear so. Beautiful job breaking that hard point, and he just continues to surge on through. Now we saw a crazy 8-kill streak he went on this map back over that 25K. So many people were saying, you know, his map awareness is just unparalleled. No one is better than him, and it shows.
He's
he knows
so
exactly
aware of
where to look.
the spawns and where the other team can push from. But the one thing I love most about Formal's game is all the different camos he uses on his gun, man.
Is that really the number one thing?
Number one thing.
Is this the Nuketown? I think this is the Nuketown camo. As Formal will stay alive inside 10, he'll push it out with the HC. Everything going right for Optic Gaming at the moment. There's really nothing too much else to talk about because it is just such a one-sided game right now. As Optic are still up by 70 seconds.
Listen, man, on a map like Fringe, no lead is safe.
That's true. That is true. But as Formal loses that close-range gunfight to the substitute of Assault for Luminosity, Scump does run out of bullets, so hey, maybe extended mags there.
Scump also used his Purifier. I didn't get a chance to see how he decides to use it.
Yeah, neither. Actually, that's a good point. I didn't think of it even when he brought that out. Maybe for Rails? I have no idea.
Maybe towards the end of Rails, maybe middle hard point. I can't think of exactly when because I wasn't looking at the kill feed. I didn't see many Purifier kills, but replay says his available. You think now's about the time where they want to push through. But listen, when you're in this situation, it's so tempting to push through auto, but it's too late to do it, right? You got to expect the other team's going to be watching you. You're forced through such a narrow doorway that it really is not worth the time. You're worth just kind of rotating back, pushing through middle map, pushing all the way through rails to set up and play for spawns as opposed to pushing through auto and just wasting your life.
Nice shot on Assault to take down Scump off the power position on White Truck. But unfortunately for him, though, you've got Crim6 in the hard point with an AR just continuing to peek out towards Middle Street. Karma and Scump having a battle right now for who can get the most kills in the game. Scump currently at 28 and 16. There he does lose to the heat wave of John. Optic still out to a 70-second lead at the moment. And it just seems like Optic Gaming have like 1 or 2 more players, right? Like every time they go for a break, there's somehow another Optic Gaming member there, like right there. Where did those 3 just come from? They just teleport there?
They collided on the hard point together. I mean, like I was saying before, the teamwork of Optic Gaming is some of the best you will ever see in Call of Duty. They always seem to be on the same page with whatever's going to happen. And you see that reflected in their communication. Like, if you ever watch them while they're scrimming, like, their communication is probably better than, you know, I'd say 95% of the teams out there.
I think a lot of people underestimate, too, what Formal brings to this team communication-wise. I mean, we've seen he's the one that's not afraid to make decisions and also tell his team, guys, calm down, regain composure, stop worrying about what happened. Stop talking about
the one
game.
singing Drake to them.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one kind of singing Marvin's room when they need him most. And right now it's Scump watching Little Room. He gets that HC. He's already got 2 minutes in the hard point. He's already got 31 kills this game. The EMP shuts down his HC, but it does not matter. Scump is just...
Can we rename Little Room to Marvin's room?
You can start that movement. I'll definitely support it as it's
right.
204 to 107. Beautiful movement from Karma, showing why through all the Call of Duties, he's always regarded as one of the best in regards to the movement. Same thing in Advanced Warfare. I mean, Revan, this has just been a one-sided game from start to finish.
It's really just because of the slang. Once again, Saints, the only person close to being positive from Luminosity, and he's at -3.
Yeah, it's Optic Gaming are currently positive 34 now in the slang department. Positive 34. They're up by 100 seconds. Luminosity, they're doing what they can to stay in this game, but Crim6, he's heating up. Now just sitting at 22 and 23. He's
Karma's
had more of a
about
quiet
to have
game.
40.
Karma's inching closer and closer to 40 kills, as you mentioned. Optic making it look easy to kick things off in their first matchup of Week 8.
You know, it seems like Formal's always in the right position. Yep. Like, anytime you watch him play, he's always in a position to find kills, to look over his teammates, to have control over map. Like, he's always in a power position, you know, wherever he is. Like, it seems like he just kind of spawns there.
Well, as this game continues to push on through, you've got Formal sitting, watching his top grandmas. Karma does get a second kill as well. Formal's going to push right for that hard point. Again, the selfless play of Optic is what really just makes him so lethal, especially in the hard point game mode. Every single player on Optic is close to or over the amount of score of the top player on the Luminosity team. Crim6 just firing down shots. So many players electing to use grip on their M8 now because, you know, they feel, hey, it keeps the burst a little bit closer, makes you a little bit more accurate, a higher chance of the one versus players kind of have theorized.
Yeah, for sure. And now Scump's going to choose to take out the Purifier here, just to kind of zone out these LG players as he burns Saints alive. They're looking to close out the game on this hard point. It's going to be Crim6 with Camo to follow it up. He takes down Replays, and now he's in a good position to zone out these LG players from coming close inside the hard point.
There's one. There's two with the help of his teammate. Expect him to use his HC momentarily. Yep. There it goes. He's going to kill the player inside 10 with it. There he goes. Oh, didn't get the kill, but his teammate was there to trade it on out. I mean, Optic Gaming should be able to close it out here with 30 seconds remaining. They've got 3 inside the hard point. Formal is rotated already just in case they need to be. 249 about to come up. GG Optic Gaming take it in dominant fashion. 250 to 134.
Karma with 45.
Karma positive 12. Positive 9 from Formal. Positive 5 from Crim6 and positive 12. I mean, what is that? Near positive 40 from Optic Gaming?
You know, whenever you're dropping those types of numbers,
you're never going to lose. You're not going to lose.
It's unless you kind of disregard the hard point entirely and let just kill everybody else in the team aside from the player inside the hill. That's really the only way you could lose them dropping numbers like that.
That is definitely the truth. 40 deaths from John. We talked about the battle of him and Scump. Scump near 40 kills, 2 minutes and 39 seconds in the hard point, 9 defends. Almost 2,000 score more than anybody else on the opposing team.
Yikes. Yeah, Optic Gaming, man, they are scary when it comes to hardpoint. I think for sure you kind of throw them up at the top. I mean, sure, they have the best stats as well to back it up, but #1 hardpoint team in the game. You know, can you really disagree with a statement like that?
They lead in all 6 majors.